Deep Ellum.
Okay, hold on. So we're at Shoals Deep Ellum. It's what's today's date? It's
March 11.
March 11, 2018. All right, cool. One question interview.
What's the question, man?
And take your time on this. What's the biggest coincidence you've ever had in your entire life? Take your time.
Biggest coincidence
Take your
I've
time.
ever had.
So what sticks out?
All right,
You got it already. Wow.
I was in Arequipa, Peru. It's about 2 hours north of Lima, and I was at a coffee shop, and I met a guy named Lawrence at this coffee shop. He graduated from the same high school I graduated from in Dubuque, Iowa. I'm in Arequipa, Peru. This guy graduated from the same high school.
Same year? Were you same
No.
He was
The
younger,
same high
older?
school.
Yeah, but was he younger, older?
He was 25 years my senior.
But he happened to fucking
He graduated from the same high school I graduated from in Dubuque, Iowa.
in Dubuque, Iowa. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
I was at a coffee shop having a coffee.
And did you
Just
start a
started
conversation?
conversing.
Did he?
He did.
What'd you guys talk about?
We practiced my Spanish. I don't recall exactly what we talked about, but we practiced my Spanish.
Really?
And the conversation kind of evolved into how he got from Dubuque to Arequipa, Peru, which is it's not Peru's capital. It's a smaller town.
Yeah. What the
And
fuck
I
are you
was
doing
there.
in Arequipa?
I was there opening up a McDonald's restaurant.
Hey.
Yeah.
Were you working for McDonald's or?
I was working for a supplier of equipment to McDonald's.
How long after that did you quit your job?
I worked that job for a while because it was a good job, and
Really?
I went all over Latin America.
And so, did you meet him at the beginning of that tour of Latin America, at the end, or during it, or?
I would always go south. I would take the 9-hour flight to either Sao Paulo or Buenos Aires. Then you can go Buenos Aires over to Santiago. Then you can leg up to Lima. Then Lima, you can go to Miami, which is about 6 hours. So it cuts the travel down, and you can do the entire circle of South America.
Did you keep in touch with him, or no? You never talked to him again?
No. The second answer is, I told you about that heart attack I had.
Oh, right.
When I had the heart attack, there was a moment in time, about an hour, where nobody would talk to me, nobody would listen to me, nobody would make eye contact with me, because they thought I was for sure dead. I was going to die. So, I had
Were
a
you
conversation.
conscious with that? Did you remember what
I
happened?
was conscious. They gave me this massive clot-busting drug, which is the core of it is like rat poison, but it busts up a clot.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with God. So I know God exists.
You can prove it.
I conversed with Him.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question.
I love that preface. Go ahead.
Me too. If you had an iPhone and recorded that,
The conversation with God.
well, I mean, maybe not that, but just the event of, like, hey, like, you know,
I can recall it.
would we have gleaned anything? Could you have recorded anything, any part of it? Would you have been talking?
Here's what I said to God.
Now,
I said nobody would look at me. Nobody would tell me what was going on, and they all thought I was like going to the Netherlands, the hinterlands.
no.
And because they didn't know if the drug was going to take effect in time,
This guy can fucking
or else I was just going to choke out.
Right.
I said, okay, God, if this is my time, good. It's my time. I'm ready.
Release.
Number one. Number two, if I have a say in this decision, I say I stay a little bit longer. Number two. Number three was, I've loved, I've been loved. Number four, I don't want to leave my daughter fatherless at 16 years of age.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Those were the four. That was the conversation with God.
How did it feel in the presence of God?
Calm, relaxing.
Relaxing,
I was,
no big deal.
I was comfortable with whatever might happen. I didn't want to die, but I
How
was
do you feel right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Alive. I don't talk about this often.
There's a reason we met.
Yeah. There you go.
So there you go. So
I'll let
what
my
I
lawyer
just
talk to you about this.
what? Yeah. Right.
You're gonna use this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I would like to, but
Go
not.
ahead.
So what we just did is you said, "How can I prove the existence of God?" And I asked you one question, and it led to two responses, one of which confirms the existence of God.
Right.
And because I believe in Him, and you definitely believe in Him, then we just did that.
Yep.
And we did it in what, 3 minutes or 4 minutes and 35 seconds?
Yeah.
With a little bit of a detour? That's how you do it.
Right on.
Cool?